Welcome to VSP News from Kolman's Corner. I am your host, David A. Kolman, editor of Fleet Maintenance Magazine. It is the only publication that is all maintenance, all management, all vehicle classes, all of the time. Specialized management consulting and market research firm MacKay Co. does extensive research into the trucking industry. One area of focus is how fleets buy their parts. John Blodgett, the company's vice president of sales and marketing, told me studies are being expanded into the actual processes of parts purchasing.
MacKay Company, we survey thousands of fleets each year. We ask them a lot about their parts buying practice, and we ask them where they buy their parts and types of parts. But what we've never really done before is ask them, what's the actual process of how you order that part? Is it a fax? Is it a telephone call? Do you have a salesman in at your desk and you fill out an order? You do it online? How do you do it? And we've had, over the last few years, as our clients are looking at what their e-strategy, their online strategy is going to be with clients, they're starting to ask us, well, how do customers buy parts? How's that changed over time? And what do we foresee in the future?
MacKay Company conducted a recent survey to learn how fleets bought parts 5 years ago, how they do it today, and how they anticipate they will do it 5 years from now. The findings?
The online parts ordering, and I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but grew significantly from 5 years ago to today, and is expected to grow even more in the next 5 years, as well as email ordering of parts. And the other growth area was vendor managed inventory, having the vendor take care of making sure that you get everything you need on the shelf for the availability. On the flip side, fax, orders with a salesman in your office, telephone calls, all those processes for selling parts had decreased in the last 5 years and was anticipated to decrease more over the next 5 years.
Where are fleets purchasing their parts online? Here again is Blodgett.
Today, there's about 32% of the respondents said that they were buying parts online. And then we asked them, okay, where are you going? What actual sites are you going to buy those parts? And largest majority of them were going to manufacturer component sites. Smaller portion were going to the actual distribution point site, so whether it's an independent distribution or an OE dealer. And then the smallest portion was they were going to both sites because they were shopping for price. So you hear a lot about price. Not that price isn't an issue, but there's a lot of other factors that come up first before somebody buys a part.
Another focus of the research is what fleets are doing online besides just ordering parts.
We asked folks, in addition we asked them about how they order their parts, but we also asked them about what other things are you doing online, or what other information do you want available to you related to parts. And we'd actually done a similar survey at least a decade ago, and at that time folks had told us that they want more information about the product's warranty, technical information, but it was a small percentage of the sample. This time when we asked anywhere from 3/4 to 90% of the people responded back that we want to be able to find the technical information on the product, we want to be able to find pricing information, we want to be able to find cross-reference information when we go online. As suppliers of parts or manufacturers, that's what they're looking for, and that's going to be a big issue going forward, and the easier the better.
Expect online parts purchasing to become more prevalent as time goes on.
As far as what MacKay Company sees, it's got to be in your portfolio of ways for people to buy parts. If you're not there yet, and I can't imagine anybody that doesn't have at least some entry there, you got to get there. That portion of parts buying is going to increase. The ability for your clients that if you're not open, for them to order a part at night and get that order to you early in the morning so that you can have it to them quickly. And if they're doing it online, likely is that the parts, there's not going to be any data entry mistakes or anything like that. So there's a whole bunch of different advantages, and this industry does tend to lag other industries quite a bit, and we've seen it grow in other industries. So we're sure that it's going to continue, and it's going to be a much bigger portion of the market.
Blodgett offered some thoughts on the parts players in the automotive market that are coming into the heavy-duty segment.
as we look at it, there's players in the automotive market that come to the heavy-duty market, either content providers or cataloging companies, and they learn quickly what we all know in the heavy-duty market is that every vehicle is not the same. There's distinct differences between even the same model truck is going to have several differences based on how the fleet spec the vehicle. So just knowing that it's a 2007 Kenworth T600 or whatever it is doesn't mean the next one of those same units is going to have all the same components. And having the VIN will give you some reference, but it certainly won't give you all the detail you need. So it's a much different market from the standpoint of identifying what component belongs on the vehicle. I think there's a lot of people that have ideas of how to address that and start framing it up a little bit better, but it's a lot more difficult process than it is in the automotive market.
To learn more about parts purchasing online and MacKay Company, visit Fleet Maintenance Magazine online. Thank you for tuning in to VSP News from Kolman's Corner. I am your host, David A. Kolman, editor of Fleet Maintenance Magazine, the only publication that is all maintenance, all management, all vehicle classes, all the time. Until the next broadcast, keep up to date with what is happening in our industry by going to Fleet Maintenance Magazine online.